Okay. Which of these products is more green? We, the consumers, are becoming ever more conscious about what we put in our mouths, what goes into our shopping carts, and how we get from point A to point B. The green agenda is bleeding into larger and larger political bodies. People are literally flooding the streets demanding for a greener world, and companies are listening to this. They're constantly trying to develop and redevelop their brands and their products to meet these new demands and to become more green. At first glance, this is amazing, because it shows us that our credit cards can have an immense impact on the world we live in. But it's a double-edged sword.
A lot of businesses are far from sustainable, and a lot of products like fossil fuels will most likely never do the environment any good. We see a lot of these businesses trying to market themselves as sustainable companies, using green labels and fluffy words like all natural. This concept has later been coined greenwashing, deriving from the word whitewashing. The only difference being that the businesses are not covering up crimes, but covering up unsustainability.
Esben Norbaum, an expert on this topic, has made a list of things to look out for when companies try to dress up as environmental businesses. 1. Lesser of two evils. Lesser of two evils describes when a company tries to market themselves as sustainable just because they're less polluting than before.
Like when tobacco companies start selling organic cigarettes, they should allegedly emit fewer harmful chemicals, but they're still highly poisonous.
Norbaum encourages us not to buy into this, because just because a company is less polluting than it was before does not make it sustainable now. 2. When the numbers don't add up. A product may sound sustainable, but the way that it's produced is far from it. For instance, recycling pieces of paper minimizes the amount of new trees we have to fell.
But producing these sheets of recycled paper actually pollutes the air far more than just creating new ones.
3. Irrelevance. This is when you distract consumers with irrelevant information like labels. You will sometimes see the CFC label on spray cans or fridges. The label means that the product doesn't use or contain Freon.
Freon is a really harmful chemical that essentially breaks down our ozone layer. So isn't it really nice that they're labeling their products as Freon free? Not really.
Freon has been prohibited for 30 years in the US and in Europe. No spray cans or fridges contain Freon anymore.
The label is nothing but distracting.
Greenwashing is something we're gonna have to live with in the future.
The green agenda is growing ever more strong, but it is our responsibility and duty to question the communication that surrounds us so we can find out which businesses are green and which are really not.